Hi. Today I want to talk about two things that I found super challenging when I first left my abuser and continue to challenge me almost daily to this very day. Forgiveness and trust. When I first got away from the abusive situation, a lot of people, well-meaning people, smart people, people that are very qualified to talk about human relationships and psychology, told me to forgive. Forgive him, they said. He's sick. No, that never sat right with me. I don't feel like I had to forgive him anything. What I needed to learn to do was to forgive me. I needed to find a way to forgive myself for not having been present as a mother, as a partner, as a friend, as a priestess, as a teacher. I just wasn't there. I didn't have the capacity. I remember when my children first disclosed to me how hurt they had been during those years, and how guilty I felt, and how horrible I felt because I wasn't able to protect them. And it was my children that said to me, "It's not your fault. You were just trying to survive. You were just trying to make sure we had food and a place to sleep. You were the one that took care of homeschooling. You did all of those things in spite of the nightmare that you were living through." And I guess they're right, because I did all of those things, and we did eat, and we did find safe places to sleep. But I struggle. I struggle to this day with the guilt, with the remorse. But some days I can look myself in the mirror and look myself in the eye and say, it's okay. You did the best you could in a really cruddy situation. But there's more. Trust. How would I ever trust that anyone who said anything to me, no matter how small or how big, how would I ever trust that they were telling me the truth? And the honest truth to that is, I don't. I take everything, not with a grain of salt. I have the whole salt lick come on in. I don't believe anybody when they say something to me. When somebody tells me they're going to do something nice, my attitude is, yeah, prove it. Let me see it. Because until I see it, I don't believe it. And that's hard. And that's a horrible place to be, because you can't really develop deep and meaningful friendships. It takes a long time for somebody to break through those defenses. And it's constant. Every new person sets you back to square one, and you have to go through the whole rigmarole again. You don't wake up one day, or at least I didn't wake up one day and say, okay, that's it. I'm away from the abuse. Everything's great. Look at my life. Yay! I trust everyone. I don't trust anyone. Now, part of that was probably true long before I was ever abused, but still, it leaves something deep, deep scars. Those tapes. I know I've spoken about them. You're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're worthless, nobody will want you. You hear them all the time, and you meet a new person, and the first things that go through my mind are, well, do you think I'm fat? Do you think I'm ugly? Do I appear stupid to you? And God's help anyone who's condescending to me, because then I get all defensive, and I have to prove myself to them. I have to prove that I'm not stupid, that I'm perfectly capable, and it's gotten in the way of so many things. Friendships, relationships with family members, jobs. There's nothing in the world quite as hard for me as being told at work that I'm not doing what I could be doing, or that I made a mistake. Oh, gods, no, I don't make mistakes. I'm not allowed to, because if I make a mistake, he was right, and I am stupid. It does something to your morale. It does something to your self-esteem that defies logic. It defies words. It defies explanation. And yet, sometimes there are days when I know I'm on top of it all. I know how good I am. I know that I'm capable. And you have to cherish those moments, because sometimes it can be weeks, even months, before you really feel that way again. Learning to forgive yourself, learning to trust your own judgment, trust the people around you. It's consuming every ounce of your being so often. And yet here I am, coming up on 27, 28, 20, I don't even remember, 29 years. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I was last abused. And yet, those feelings are as fresh and as raw and as new each time they surface. And each time they surface, I have to take a moment to breathe and remember, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was external. And I forgive myself for being human. And I forgive myself for just having enough energy to survive the day. I forgive myself for not being as present as I always want to be. And some days, I even trust my own judgment. I hope that for those of you that might have gone through an abusive situation, that your mileage is very different. But from speaking to other survivors, I don't think it is all that different. I think we all go through a level of not trusting, not forgiving, and just surviving. More to come.